Hola gente, ¿cómo están? Hoy vengo con un saludo normal, así que bueno, vamos a empezar esto rápido. Faltaba el DA. Bueno, ya recién nos levantamos, tenemos que ir acá a craftear esto. Todo rápido vamos a hacer hoy. Continuar. Analizar. Supongo que para atrás ahora.
Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me.
Tengo que subir el volumen del juego,
I
¿no?
must keep.
A ver, ahí seguramente se va a escuchar mejor.
Keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it.
Ah, acá había
I'll
cosas
continue
violas.
tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Oh. Oh. What the fuck? LOL. Bueno. Me puse en la galera. ¿Tengo que dormir otra vez? La noche siguiente. Luego de 4 pajas.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Tengo mucho pasaje de la gente. ¿Qué pasa, che?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Ay, Jesucristo. No hay nada aquí.
Sorry, there's nothing.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our...
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
Bueno, seguramente ahí va a haber muchos enemigos, así que vamos. Tengo la llave.
I cannot enter.
Buah, anda a cagar.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Chupala, yo voy a ir directo a grano. Acá seguramente está lleno de enemigos. Arre que ya le jugué esta parte, sí está lleno de enemigos, gente. Pero no me acuerdo dónde, así que me van a terminar violando. Acá nunca fui, Solamente volví para atrás. Qué pelotudo. Bueno, igual acá está abierto. Bueno, a ver. Tengo que ir para arriba. Mira, acá hay uno.
Behavior is similar to the
Puta,
infected.
morí. Tengo que cambiar el arma ya mismo. Mira, 75 daño, 45. 72. Sueros. No tengo nada.
William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Listo, esto ya está. Acá.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Opa. Loco.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain
Lord.
iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Opa.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not uncommon.
Bueno, estoy gastando balas al pedo. Opa. Aquí se muestran las investigaciones de los ciudadanos categorizados por T2 para comenzar. ¿Qué carajo? No entiendo un poco.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report.
Ah,
I'd
este
better
está
look into
bloqueado.
this.
Cuchillo de listón usado para eso aquí. Oh, esto está bueno.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
¿Tengo que volver para atrás? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What? Y no se me regenera la vida, ¿no? Oh, mira. No hay nada. Bueno. Ah, ya, tengo que ir arriba. ¿Estoy acá? ¿Podré chupar la sangre de uno de estos?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal?
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy love.
Está re loquita esta.
And why do you believe you're a...
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotta?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named...
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to...
Please, describe to me.
I can hear my...
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
It's only a cover.
Who are these enemies you mentioned?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from...
The staff here are not your...
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire. Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere.
I'll leave
Dios.
you, mistress of...
Que chupa la sangre, nada
But
más,
the
che.
suffering continues.
Lol.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressed.
Las enfermedades influyen la calidad de sangre de un ciudadano. Trátalos con medicamento correcto. Hijo de puta, que chupa sangre a toda costa. Capítulo 2.
What a blundering idiot.
¿Esto? Loco, le quiero chupar la sangre a alguien, por Dios. Recuerda que la sangre de los ciudadanos te dan un pulso enorme de que busca ciudadanos de tu mismo nivel de... ¿Este quién es? ¿De Flanders? No.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working...
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but
Thank you.
I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland.
Oh, acá hay que
I'm a
investigar
great
una banda
admirer
en
of
este
your...
juego.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to...
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible...
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me.
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me. But I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the...
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well,
Uy, lo saqué sin querer. Necesita
Do you need
ayuda.
help with anything?
well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for...
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you? I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass... You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and...
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a...
Questions remain about our capacity to resist.
True, true. Last...
Please, could you tell me?
I'm a great and
Bueno, no.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his...
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
all I know is that I'm taking care of human beings.
Vamos. Adiós.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Este le puedo chupar la sangre, ¿no?
Good evening, Miss
Es la
Lovecraft.
misma.
How are you
I
tonight?
need blood, Doctor. Warm.
Anda acá.
I'll leave you, Miss...
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific...
Dale, viejo,
characterization.
quiero matar gente.
I cannot express my thrill.
Sus palabras son un alivio. Soy una paradoja
There is an
viviente.
absurd poetry to my situation.
Forgive me. I've been...
Nos necesitamos mutuamente.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have...
Very well. I have a task for you, John.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
A spokesman or politician is what you need.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed...
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of...
Ay, Jesucristo. Vamos a ver qué onda. Ve las luces ahí. Oh, qué graficazos. El reflejo de la luz. Ah, creo que hasta acá jugué. Creo. Sí, hasta acá jugué.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
De re
Now
viajar
do me
de
a
la mano
kindness
esa.
and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
A Swansea le gustan los
So it
vampiros.
seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one...
I hope you're more disposed to answer my question.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter
Oh,
first. Swansea...
estoy aquí para
Dr.
ayudarla.
Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of
Oh. Continúe, por
Please continue.
favor.
Every detail is essential.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the...
Yo me ocuparé
I'll
de
take care
eso.
of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without...
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hand.
Este va a ser el capítulo más aburrido. La viejarda.
What is this? Who are you?
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern.
Oh,
Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you.
oh.
Better than any patient, nurse, or doctor.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of...
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating
No.
something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a...
Debauchery, then? Nurses Craig.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable...
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones.
Oh.
You've given me... The patients and staff
Ah,
might
mira,
know
acá está
something.
el chabón este.
I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid. Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Bueno, chao.
Goodbye, Mr.
No me interesa por ahora.
On every street corner. Daily routine.
Uy, 13 enfermeras son.
Why, damn it. Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir.
¿Qué? ¿Dónde está? No, ojalá la pueda matar a esta. Oh.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Listo.
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical
El
exam
chabón
by the
ahí
best
re
nurse
tranquilo
available.
mirando y no lo
Just
ven.
read it.
Pero bueno.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Tengo que ir acá abajo. Oh, acá hay bichos a más no poder.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Uy, cómo pega. Está ahí. Sí, please. Quiero comerme una ratita.
I have this thirst for blood. Ratita. This is despicable.
Oh. Oh, sí, hasta acá llegué yo.
What sort of creature is this?
No, olvídate. Dale. Dale, puto. Dale, puto. Me mata, me mata. Por Dios. No, 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 no. Voy a ir a chupar sangre duro ahora. Bueno. Voy a ir a chupar sangre duro. Pero vamos a dejar esto por acá porque ya se hizo medio larguito. Para la próxima, objetivo, matar a este hijo de mil puta. Hombre lobo de mierda. Una bronca le tengo. Así que bueno, espero que les haya gustado. Si quieren dejen su like y vean la primera parte que le falta un like para que suba un video de terror. Un videojuego de terror. Gameplay de un videojuego de terror. Un gameplay de mí jugando un videojuego de terror. Bueno, espero que les haya gustado. Nos vemos en la próxima.